Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow chingus. Welcome to Chimaek Hangout Season 2, where we sit back and relax while we breeze through on K-pop goodness from music to news and sometimes the culture of Korea. You're with me, Zaito, on the show recorded on the 22nd of September 2021. Before I forget, do check out Chimaek Hangout on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and possible your other favorite podcast platform as well. Alright guys, welcome back to Chimaek Hangout episode 11. Well, it's been another week then. Alright, talking about another week, this episode almost do not happen. I may possibly need to postpone it, but last minute, I am lucky to find a song to recommend to you guys other than MAMAMOO, that is. So talking about that, let's get into our topic for this week, what we have for now, and we will talk a little bit more on what actually happened. So firstly, we have MAMAMOO, mumumumuch, followed by BoraMiyu with ASTER Neo with their title song On and On. And for this week, I have two news, or should I say topic to talk about. One is James Corden got cancelled. I'm not so sure whether you know about this, but we'll talk a little bit on this. And next, we have a brand new K-pop songs on Billboard chart. Well, we have new songs going in, which is very, very good. Alright, before I get into our topics here, I'd just like to say it almost did not happen like I said earlier. The reason to it is because pretty much a lot of things happen. I'm looking for songs. There was a lack of comeback pretty much for this week, and including partially of last week itself. Almost no songs, nothing was nice, everything was very, very bland. I almost did not have the courage to, or should I say, I do not dare to even do this podcast for this week. But as I said, we have a song to actually, my personal list, a recommendation, a new song that I did not expect to hear. Very nice, very bright. We'll talk about that in a while more. But while for now, let's talk about James Corden. Pretty much, I said that he got cancelled. Why is that? Pretty much he's under fire after making inappropriate comments about BTS UN General Assembly appearance. Basically, I'm talking about the United Nations General Assembly. If I remember correctly, this year will be the 76th time they are doing it. And talking about this, we know that a lot of television hosts actually gain and being loved with the support of BTS on their show. A lot of things happen, and while on this show itself, I can say that it was a very, very bad move, because as you know that BTS had been on UN General Assembly a few times already, and while for this year it was very nice to see Jungkook to actually appear and give a speech as well, which is very nice, and everyone was touched with feels as he mentioned regards to, if I remember correctly from an article, they talk about pretty much happening on where a lot of things got cancelled. Entrance exam, graduation ceremonies, even for them as idols, concert tour got cancelled, which pretty much for us as K-pop fans, we feel that a lot. The feeling is just too much. Yeah, talking about all of those, the feeling is just too much. It's so saddening to actually know that this kind of thing actually happened. But while we actually go back into the top we are talking about, which is British host James Corden. Well, you know that on Late Late Show with him actually was one of the praised show in the past, but currently now is gaining criticism from armies. Why is this happening? So pretty much recently he started his show with saying that the UN General Assembly kicked off this morning in New York City, and it started with a pretty unusual visitor. BTS was there. BTS visited the UN. On that spot, it sounds great. It sounds very, very good. Although there were praise, everything was actually said regards to that. However, a lot of armies heard this as something like a backhanded compliments. So, to add on that, it wasn't enough. He need to add on saying that the world leaders have no choice but to take BTS seriously. At the end of the day, BTS has one of the largest armies on planet Earth. Well, I would say he isn't wrong, but the way he actually explained it and say it seems like it's just a freaking joke. There's nothing to it at all. And to add on that, this next line is just a freaking stupid thing to be said. Historic moment. It actually marks the first time 15-year-old girls everywhere found themselves wishing they were secretary generals. What the hell? Why must you put in the last comment? I can say with that comment only, although basically the clip on YouTube have already been removed and deleted, James Corden pretty much gonna get cancelled for a while. Yeah, I'll say that much. A lot of people actually love James Corden a lot with BTS. And I remember correctly, they even called him Papa Mochi for, I remember some of the variety moments they have with BTS, if I remember correctly. But with this, well, the end. Annyeong. Bye bye. Alright, without further ado, I'll just leave it here. Let's talk about our music here. So for now, we have MAMAMOO, debuted on 2014 under RVW. And at the moment, as you guys know, there are something happening in MAMAMOO. We'll talk about it a little bit more in a short while. Currently, Bongsan Award, Best Vocal Performance, Group and Artist of the Year are some of the awards they won for 2020 and 2021 as a whole group. So, talking about their new song, which I feel very, very mushy talking about it, pretty much MAMAMOO has released their best of compilation album. I say MAMAMOO, the best. The compilation album features new version of their past hits, hidden tracks, and a cheerful new song for fans titled mumumumuch. I will call it that way because I feel like it's just too mushy. In the real pronunciation, you guys can listen to the song. I will not say that because I feel that's much more mushy than this. So there are a total of 23 songs on this, and for you guys to understand what this song is about, it is a dance pop track with a rhythm bass line that describes just how much they love someone and how having those feelings made them shine as well. In other words, fans out there, all the K-pop fans who love MAMAMOO very, very much. And to add in that, the song lyrics express those singing words, those performance, MAMAMOO's love for their fans. The MV doesn't really have much to talk about, but I can say you will have fun watching it. The playfulness that just give you the expression that this is just MAMAMOO. That's all I will say. But you can't deny, the director tried to keep the solo shot to look so beautiful. I praise the director. Even the edits are done very, very well. And to add into that, when we talk about the lyrics, I will need to say this. In love for the first time, I never felt this kind of emotion for you. I want to do anything. I protect you, I promise. Beauty and the Beast, out of us, I am the beast. Pretty much, MAMAMOO said that they are the beast. They will be the one who protect you. To repay your love to them is how I can interpret this. Which is very, very meaningful. I love it so much. And I was hoping a lot more things happen. But overall, the song, I would say nothing bad to it. But nothing actually sticks out either. The ladies here actually adopt a trendy disco style, which is very, very common. But at the same time, when we talk about the instrumental, it lacks the energy. The track instrumental is light and largely, I can say, forgetful at times. Like so many recent K-pop songs, it feels around rather than finding one excellent groove and stick to it, which I would say as much to this, which I was hoping a lot. But on a serious thought, I can't help but feel like this new album is just a sign, pretty much a sign to all MAMAMOO fans out there that something is coming to an end. Why I say that is because that MAMAMOO may be going on a hiatus or at least slowing down their promotion. If I'm being honest, I haven't been excited about MAMAMOO songs released in years. I feel like the group is drifting from strength and made them so feeling what they are, who they are, the appeal that I have for them. A chance to recharge on this case may be a blessing in disguise, I'd say. Or maybe a sign to move on to a new direction as well. As you guys know that the signing and everything going on, one of the members had already left the current company and moved on to another company. And soon she will be going on a solo. Won't say much on that. We'll talk about her in the future for sure. For now, what I know is she will be with the group until the end of the year is what I was actually reading about from articles. If I'm wrong, do leave in the comments, let me know if you have any new update that is. But for now, the song that we have here is good enough to talk about. Alright, with that, let's go on a short break and come back with part 2.
Hello guys, like what you're listening to? Please do follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram page. Links on the description, and let's move on to part 2.
Welcome back to Chimaek Hangout episode 11. Well, let's directly move on into our next topic, brand new K-pop songs on Billboard chart. Well, to be precise, it is Billboard Digital Song Sales chart for this week specifically. So, as this week we have 13 of the 25 songs on the list are K-pop songs, to be honest with you guys. But 5 of it is one of the new ones that we'll be talking about. On first position, of course, for sure, Lisa's solo debut, La Lisa, followed by 18's latest title track, Deja Vu, which I did not cover. To be honest with you guys, I wanted to cover this song. However, there were difficulties happened with YouTube. Copyrights. I'll just say that. End of the show, alright? Followed by that, we have another 18 songs, which is going with I Am The One, and followed by The Real, and a few more songs for 18s if I remember correctly. But what I have my focus on is a song that did not attract me a lot, but I think this couple is well known to be in the chart itself. Hyuna and Dawn with their latest collaboration Ping Pong is on number 10 itself. So this is their first song as a duo to make it on the list, which is really, really good. But as I said, it's not my type of song, so it's very, very sorry to any fans out there. Here we have the soloist Wong Ho with his latest title song Blue. I do not know why this is here, but I think he is hot. But not my type of song. If you ask me whether this song is acceptable or not, I would say yes, but it is much more of a focus on female fans, I can say, because it's a generic solo boy idol song in a way, and it can put it that way. And lastly on this list here, last but not least, I should say, will be Lehi's Red Lipstick. This song is on the list. Is wow, I'm surprised. I did not expect it to be on the list, but it's a very good song that we covered last week. If you haven't checked last week's podcast, do go and check it out. You may find something surprising. Alright, with that, that's all we have for this week regards to our topics and news. Let's move on to the last song here. We'll be talking about BoraMiyu, which have collaboration with Aster and Neon. Who they are, we'll be talking a little bit more. Currently, BoraMiyu debuted under Shofar Music on 2018, also well known for her cover songs on her YouTube channel. Yes, she is a YouTuber other than a singer. So as I said, it's from Shofar Music, which is a much more smaller entertainment company, but they are well known for some of their vocalists, and this is one of them. Why I say so? Because BoraMiyu, if you listen to her YouTube cover song before or any of her singles, she can be considered as the next generation goddess of tone, with a clear voice or should I say vocal, and well, it can easily attract listeners' attention, while Aster and Neon, they are the people who are collaborating with her. They are, well, they are known as one of the best DJ in Korea, as in those type of club DJ, if I need to assume. Alright, so without further ado, let's move on to the song here, because you may not know who she is, but you can check out her YouTube to know more about it. Alright, so On and On is a simple dancing pop song. To listen to this, it is very simple and additive melody, although I would say it is repetitive from time to time, but the instrumental is slowly building up to the climax and released like a flood after the climax. It was so good that I will just say this, it's been a year plus since I found a song like this. It has those kind of flow, the instrumental, like how you have I from Taeyeon. Taeyeon's solo debut I was the same type, which I like a lot. And to add into that, it is quite refreshing to listen to in the mid of so many of these K-pop songs. Retro K-pop songs here and there, collaboration, fusion, we have some classic here. Pure sweet voice and bright color music. Additional with a music video with the image of moving forward. Why I say so? The mix of actual video and moving pictures giving out a different kind of taste that may be a bit of bland for some people, but adding in the story of love, missing loved one, and moving forward while reminiscing all these moments. Well, it spiced everything up that I can just say. As much as I want to say more to this, but that is a good enough way to give you a full flow of the story. But at the end of the song and the music video, you will realize that it is a song about moving forward from a love story while reminiscing the moments. As I said, there are so many points in there, but only one correct point is there. It's like a game for this music video. Even the lyrics are doing this. I'll just read some for you. In the passing wind and in the stop wave, even if it gets deep and digs into my head, I like it ringing in my ear, my heart follow you. Your voice, I'm on and on. It's like a poem. Out of so many lyrics I'm talking about, this is the first time I feel like this is a poem itself. Overall, I'll say I like the way they make the music video. You may interpret it in several ways, like how I mentioned earlier, but at the end, there is only one right answer. How I wish there were more music video and lyrics like this. Although it is rare and is difficult to create this, but this is a very nice way to have. So, overall, I'll just say this song is a hidden gem. If you have a chance, do listen to it. It may sound a bit boring or maybe something like classic K-pop song to you, but to me, in all of this current environment of retro K-pop songs, it is very, very refreshing. Alright, with that, that's all we have for this week. I'll just like to say, it's a very, very short show. I know that, but surprisingly, I'm recording on the day of Nayeon's birthday. With that, we have next week. Most probably, we will have ITZY and more songs. Hopefully not this short again. So like usual, I'd like to say, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're watching from YouTube. Do follow us on our podcast platform and you will be updated whenever we update it. Last word I'd like to say, test your own boundaries as the biggest competition is yourself. Because as you can see, the idols who are singing this song are testing their boundaries to be idols. So do you as fan and your future. With that, annyeong guys and see you guys next week.